Reggae Just Extra with Ras Dennis.
After bursting onto the Jamaican music scene in the early 70s, Johnny Clarke quickly gained a reputation as one of the island's foremost performers, and by the latter part of the decade rivaled the likes of Dennis Brown, Gregory Isaacs, and Bob Marley in terms of popularity on the island. My name is Ras Dennis, and you are welcome back to another video by Reggae Just Extra.
This is the place to be for your reggae gist, facts, and culture.
You are now watching Reggae Just Extra's Johnny Clarke's edition.
Singing my love, my love, my love. Don't be upset in the party. Forget your sorrows until tomorrow. Don't be upset in the party.
This episode is about Johnny Clarke, who is known for his African roots or knee-length dreadlocks, which, when performing live, he frequently conceals inside a large hat. At the climax of his concert, he removes his hat, revealing his African roots to the audience. Kindly stay tuned and do remember to subscribe to this channel, like, share, and most importantly hit the notification bell to be the first to watch our next video.
African root, just call me African root. Please call me African root. Just call me African root. I was born and raised in the ghetto with the blood of African root.
Johnny Clarke was born on January 12, 1955 in Kingston, Jamaica, and he grew up in the district between Waltham Park Road and Maxfield Avenue, known as Whitfield Town. As a boy, he regularly attended church with his mother, and it was here, as an enthusiastic member of the Sunday school choir, that his love for singing first became aroused. Respecting the wishes of his parents, Johnny put aside any ideas of a career in music until he finished his secondary schooling at Kingston College. Only achieving 2 of the 5 grades necessary for further education, he left school at 16 and found a clerical job at a downtown food processing company. But by now, his heart was well and truly set on following in the footsteps of his brother Eric. Johnny initially relieved help from a promoter named Tony Mack. With Mack's encouragement, he started taking part in local talent competitions before progressing to singing in clubs and bars like the Memory Lane and the Pink Lady. Eventually, the young singer's persistence persuaded seasoned producer Clancy Eccles to take him into the studio for the first time. The result was God Made the Sea and the Sun, recorded at Harry J. Studios and released on a blank label in 1972. Although the record was a commendable debut, it didn't sell particularly well, and Eccles decided against any further pressings on a proper imprint. Undaunted, Clarke went in search of another producer. In late '72, he was selected by Rupee Edwards at one of the producer's regular Sunday auditions at Halfway Tree. His recordings for Rupee early in the new year gave him his first taste of success, and he scored a significant dancehall hit in Jamaica with Everyday Wondering, a tune that is probably far better known for its rhythm, which the producer was later to use as the foundation for his UK #1 pop chart hit Irie Feelings. Everyday Wondering was also a big sound system favorite in the UK. Bunny Striker Lee, one of reggae's top hitmakers, was on a trip to London when he heard the record playing in a dance. Suitably impressed, he decided to check out Johnny Clarke as soon as he returned to Jamaica. Striker was already familiar with the aspiring young singer and had often let him sit in on his sessions. Once back in Kingston, Lee wasted no time in cutting Johnny on a version of My Desire, although for the time being, it remained unreleased. Around this same time, the producer was living in Greenwich Farm, where he also ran a small bar by his house on East Avenue. Located between Spanish Town Road and Kingston Harbor, the area was a hotbed of musical activity, and players and singers would often hang out in the yard behind Striker's bar. It was here that the producer heard a local Rasta youth, named Earl Johnson rehearsing one of his songs, None Shall Escape the Judgment, with Soul Syndicate guitarist Earl Chinna Smith.
You are now watching Reggae Gist Extras Johnny Clarke's edition.
The record was released in the spring of 1974 and gave Johnny the kind of break he could only have dreamed about. It also provided Bunny Lee with one of the biggest hits of his long and distinguished career. Capitalizing on the young singer's newfound popularity, Stryker issued an avalanche of Johnny Clarke recordings. He was a remarkably versatile singer, and his effortlessly smooth tenor was equally as at home on love songs as it was on the heavy roots material that first brought him to fame. For this reason, the scope of his repertoire was truly staggering. Roots songs aside, he was at his best on his noteworthy covers of classics such as the Paragons' Left with a Broken Heart and Delano Stewart's Rock With Me. For the 5 years following None Shall Escape, Bunny Lee more or less monopolized Tubby's studio. It was a common sight to see Stryker and his entourage arrive early in the evening at Drumley Avenue with suitcases full of tapes in readiness for an all-night voicing and mixing session. In this relatively short period of time, Johnny recorded more songs than most other major artists managed in their entire careers. No other singer had ever saturated the market in quite this way. Although he has sometimes been criticized for making too many records, his model was later echoed in the early 80s dancehall era by the almost equally prolific careers of Sugar Minott, Barrington Livy, Johnny Osborne, and Frankie Paul. Johnny Clarke was the original dancehall youth singer, and if he was guilty of anything, it was simply that he just loved to be in Tubby's studio just a little too much. For many fans, it is the many enduring roots songs that constitute the real substance of Johnny's career. He was always at his most convincing when dealing with more cultural themes, and songs such as Enter Into His Gates with Praise, Poor Marcus, Roots Natty Congo, Blood Dunza, and Play Fool Fay Get Wise represent his considerable writing and vocal talents at their very best. After 4 decades and countless plays, his 70s recordings still capture the very essence of what is now regarded as the golden age of roots music. Thanks for watching, and do remember to subscribe, give it a like, and post a positive comment in the comment section below, and I'll see you again very soon for another video.
Many thanks for watching Reggae Gist Extra with Ras Dennis.